Hello creatives, welcome back to day 20 of our listen and share series where I take some time to listen, get a download, and then I share it with you for each day for the month of July. So if you haven't had a chance to go back and listen to some of the other messages, do so. You may find something that may be an answer to what the question you've been asking or the next step that you've been looking for, okay? Also, join us for the Creatives Club. All the information is below. It's an online platform where we get together and you're able to learn at your own pace or learn together in a group. And we have play shops and some other things like this. So check it out below. Now on to our message for today and talking all about how we can use comparison to actually benefit us. And for a long time, I've considered and have used comparison in a negative way. It is something that I have heard. It is things that I've experienced because I've actually used the whole practice of comparison. Okay, just so you know, my guys are downstairs doing something. So that's what's happening in the background. We're gonna continue on. But I have used comparison to tear myself down in different ways, whether it is the way someone looks or a new experience that someone has, whether it is a place that someone goes. And a lot of times it is subconscious or unconscious. Like it happens and I'm not intentionally being like, oh my gosh, Jazelle, you're horrible because that person has it and you don't. I feel like a lot of times comparison sneaks up on us and we end up getting the ripple effects of it. Something happens and we immediately go into lack. And as I am expanding this even more, understanding that that comparison in a negative sense really does come from the lack mentality. I don't have, there's not enough of, I am not enough, I am not good enough. Keep going down that frame of mind and you will understand what I mean. And if you are human, at some point in your present or history, you have maybe had one of those thoughts come across your mind. And it is from looking at something outside of yourself and comparing it with your inside. Many years ago, oh my gosh, maybe like 10 years ago, easily, I was in this mom's group and one of the ladies there said something that has stuck with me ever since. It is a quote that she picked up from somewhere, but it has stuck with me. And that quote is, we can compare our insides to someone else's outside. So whatever we are dealing with personally inside, we compare it to how someone else looks on the outside without really knowing their story or how long it took them to get where they are. And most of the time it is with putting us down and putting them up on a pedestal. And so just being aware of that lack mentality that really comes into play with negative comparison, that we are somehow on the bottom of the totem pole and this other person or thing or being or situation is like so much higher than we are, that there's a big gap in between the two of us. And it reinforces the idea of not having enough versus just recognizing there is a place that I desire to be. I'm not there yet, but it doesn't necessarily reflect negatively on me as a person. Really getting into shame, right? I am bad. I am not enough versus guilt of there's more that I can do and I'm not doing that. So let's get it together. Does that make sense to you? Let me know in the comments below if you would like a video on the difference, understanding the difference between guilt and shame or any of these concepts that I am mentioning. I will more than happily go more into depth for you. But for today's video, just want to focus on understanding how we can use comparison in a negative sense and where that takes us down like a dark, deep, dark hole. And it ends up tearing us down internally, which then impacts our external productions or what we're able to do or steps that we're able to take. Versus using comparison in a more positive or beneficial way. Again, not from the lack. I don't have, I'm not enough. They have everything, so that means there's less for me. They got here so quickly and I'm still struggling. That means something is wrong with me. Not in that sense, but more in a positive, more in an abundant mind frame, saying, okay, I am here. They are there. I recognize and I see, because I'm not going to close my eyes and ignore what I see. I see that they are there. I see what they have. I see where they are going. And there is a pull in me. There is a desire in me to either have the same thing or something similar, to be in the same place or somewhere similar, or to do something similar or the same thing. So that is the reality in either situation, whether we're going lack or abundance. Being able to see that difference still happens. But here is the difference with a more abundant mind frame. I am here. They are there. Wow. That looks freaking awesome. Okay, God, source, creator, you made a way for that to happen for them. That means you can make a way for it to happen to me. Oh, you got that? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. For me, please, for me, please, for me, please. Yes, 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 yes. That looks like so much fun. I desire that too. Yes, 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 yes. If it can happen for you, baby, then it can happen for me, okay? I'm just gonna sit around here, rub shoulders with you, baby, because that means it's coming to me. Oh, it happened to you and you're in my close field, you're in my friends group, you are my family, then baby, that means it's close by. It could come to me too. Yes, yes, I'm excited for it. You see the difference? Versus, oh, well, congratulations, must be nice. Man, I suck. I'm still here after this many years. Oh my gosh. It's never gonna happen for me. Man, I always mess up. Do you see that? Like, for real. Who wanna be around that? It just tears us down. It brings us down lower, 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 lower. When we are in the lack mentality of comparison. Because comparison, in my mind, is pretty much just understanding you have two things side by side and you're looking at the similarities and you're looking at the differences. It's just facts, period. Not all of it will line up completely because they're not identical, but they may be similar. So once you go past that, the facts, then it is, what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna treat it now? Are you gonna let this take you into a negative lack mentality? Something that's not gonna benefit you? Or are you gonna get like, oh my gosh, feel that? Okay, I don't have it, I don't have it. You have it. I'm happy for you. You seem really excited. I'm gonna be really excited too when that comes to me. It can come to me. If it is here, that means that it is possible. It is possible. I'm gonna be open to it. Yes, it is possible. What do I need to do? It's time for me to get my ducks in order so that it can come to me too. And that's the difference. We can use comparison in a positive way to benefit us, in a way that's going to bring more things into our lives that we actually desire. Quick story. I had a friend that I haven't talked to in a while. She is a creative. She is a mother. Obviously, she's a woman. And those three areas have been like a big thing for me because they resonate with me in my story. She sent this gentle update on what's happening in her life. I mean, the girl is doing craziness, okay? Not only does she have her business, she is like doing, I think film is coming up that she's in. It's gonna be released soon. So she's been doing her acting stuff. And then she has her side business, and then she has her nonprofit that's supporting other moms, other creative moms. And it's just growing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, right? But the first thing was, oh man, and here I am. I'm still. But then I had to shake myself and be like, hold up. The fact that she is a mom, she is a woman, she is like a creative, and she is doing all these things, that automatically debunks the idea that, oh, you cannot have all these things that you desire. It debunks it. That means that, heck yes, I can too, baby. And it's gonna happen because it is happening. So that is my message for you today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you're gonna compare, baby, make it beneficial. Get that energy and know that it can happen for you too. Until tomorrow, bye.